All right, Shannon, on this episode, we are in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is better known as Beer City, USA.
Yes, sir, and we're getting the full experience here at Founders Brewing Company.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and Pure Brews America starts right now. All across America, the craft beer industry is exploding. I'm Ryan Terpstra, professional beer lover.
And I'm Shannon Long, founder and CEO of Brew Export.
Let us be your tour guides behind the scenes, where we will meet the key players and the beer makers and learn how they turn their dreams into reality.
We'll be traveling across the state to introduce you to some of Michigan's best beers.
It's a craft beer revolution on Pure Brews America.
I don't want to be on my deathbed and say, what if we'd done this? And so I called my buddy Mike from college, said, you know, we talked about doing this and let's go for it.
We do our best, you know. It's a rough gig, I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, Cinderella, I don't have all day here.
Get your butt here, period. It's Beer City, USA in a glass.
The beer garden out here is pretty sweet. It's got the old bar that I like to hang out at because I used to go there.
Come for live music because it's a great piece of the environment and helps you enjoy everything a little bit more.
To see them move into the old building that it used to be and then to watch them turn it into what it is, it's just been unbelievable.
Founders Brewing Company has come a long way from their days in the old Brassworks building in downtown Grand Rapids. The craft brewing giant has been ranked one of the best breweries in the world, according to ratebeer.com. But success didn't come instantly to Dave Engbers and his crew.
You know, our beers were really well balanced, but unremarkable. They were nice beers, but quite honestly, Mike and I said, you know, this isn't really what we got into this industry for. We want beers that are big and bold and complex. And so we realized we had to do something that was different but approachable. And so we came up with this beer called Dirty Bastard. And it's a Scotch ale, it's rich, malty, 8.5% alcohol. And you know, at this time, we're also kind of on the brink of bankruptcy. So we really didn't know if it was even gonna work. And if it didn't work, you know, we're out of a job anyway. So we decided that we may as well just go for it. And anyway, Dirty Bastard hit. As soon as we did that, it was almost like a light switch. Everything became really easy and said, all right, let's just run our own business. The beers got bigger, bolder, more complex. We said we're going to become a product-driven company from here on out.
Not only did the philosophy change help make Founders a major player in the craft beer world, but they also hired Jeremy Kosmicki and gave him the freedom to do his thing.
As a home brewer, to come into a place and have your bosses tell you to go ahead and change the recipes, do whatever you got to do, make the beers better. And what an amazing opportunity. We went with that. We started changing up some recipes, come up with some new ones, and they got good response in the tap room. You know, back then people were looking for something different, you know, something besides amber ales and wheat beers and pilsners. And so we just, you know, had an opportunity to get aggressive with hops and think about barrel aging, brewing with fruits, all kinds of different stuff.
I mean, Founders wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jer. His creativity, his unwillingness to accept mediocrity. Like, Jer loves pushing the envelope. Jer's not afraid of any ingredient and playing with different recipes, different ingredients, changing our process a little bit. We don't run focus groups. We don't say, oh, this is the hottest trend. Like I always say, like, we set the trends. Bottom line is people have been brewing beer for about 10,000 years. Our philosophy is let's throw that rule book away and just do it our way, the Founders way.
I'm not a especially skilled or smart brewer, but I do have a pretty good palate and I know how to get flavors out of my ingredients, and that's kind of what's carried me.
So I hear you have some work for us to do, but I definitely need to get changed, and I think you need to get out of that shirt. You don't look like we're about to get dirty right now.
No, but we will. We're gonna go, actually we're gonna clean. We're gonna clean this brewery up.
That's right here, brewing is a lot more cleaning than it is actually brewing.
Well, I thought I'd show you, you know, something besides the actual really fun stuff, but this is the stuff that we...
The real side of being a brewer. Cool. Let's go check it out.
And this is your 30 barrel system, right?
This is the original. We call it the classic brew house. This brew house took us to 45,000 barrels, so it's no slouch. She gets it done.
She worked hard.
Now these days, she mostly just makes specialty beer for the tap room. I still have some smaller tanks that we like to, try out beers on, so
Awesome.
here, let's grab some gloves. Is that the medium? Is that too small?
I really don't have that big of hands.
What's the matter with your hands?
I don't know. They're sweaty. I'm nervous, Jeremy. What are we gonna do? Just That's not a normal hook.
That's an arrow.
I almost just totally sprayed us.
Oh my God.
Killing it. This is the cleanest this tank's ever been.
Oh, it will be. Shannon, you know what I used to do before I was a brewer?
What?
I was in auto detailing.
Oh my gosh, you love cleaning stuff.
That's how I got so good at it.
You know, when everyone says that they want to be a brewer, it's not all fun and games. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of scrubbing. All right, so I go to beer yet?
No.
Jeremy!
Back to work.
Everyone probably would be like their dream to brew with Jeremy Kosmicki.
Oh yeah, I dare you.
Let me tell you, it's not all it's cracked up to be. You just worked me so hard.
Now look at yourself.
Yeah, how am I so much dirtier than you are?
I'm a professional.
The one thing that we hear really frequently from not just beer enthusiast community, but other brewers, is that we don't make a bad beer. And that's a testimony to our team. Regardless of style, our portfolio of different brands is just super solid.
All Day IPA, this is our session IPA. It's a cool 4.7%. No, this was basically a beer we put together because we were getting old and we needed something light.
I drink a lot of beer, and so it's not uncommon for me to have 4 or 5 beers during the day at work, and then all of a sudden you got to go home and be a dad. All of a sudden I was reading to my children and I was falling asleep before they were, and so that's not very cool. So we got to create a beer that's got full flavor, complexity, but has to be something that you can be responsible.
All Day IPA has inspired a lot of other breweries to come out with a session-style IPA, but there's another founder's beer that stands alone.
I don't think we were the first brewery to ever put beer into a bourbon barrel, but I believe we were the first brewery to ever package it and send it out to market, which was Kentucky Breakfast Stout. And the first time we tried it, you immediately realize that there's magic there.
It wasn't really until some of the internet rating sites, Rate Beer, Beer Advocate, got a hold of that beer, and I started to read the reviews, and people were going crazy for it. And I was like, wow, this actually has some potential. So, as we grew the volume and the reputation started to grow, it really took off for us. But I couldn't imagine that it would be one of the most sought after beers.
Well, we're just going to continue to grow. I mean, we're having fun. We've got a great team. Ultimately, it's about the beer. It's always been about the beer and making the best product we can. And I feel like we work for the beer. Anything we do has to live up to that. It's just been a hell of a ride. We love the people that we work with. We love our customers. The beer enthusiast community is just so cool. As long as we continue to have fun doing what we're doing, there's no looking back.
Well, Founders was a lot of fun, but I have to say you did a lot more cleaning than I expected in this episode.
Yeah, I kind of smell like soap, but that's okay.
All right, well, we got a lot more to see in Beer City, USA, so let's go.
Cheers.
After the break, we get a history lesson about what makes Grand Rapids Beer City, USA.
And then it's fun and games for us at Grand Rapids Brewing Company.
Weird. It counts.
It counts.
Keep it locked right here to Pure Brews America.